back again to this channel. This is Dr. Candles. Like I promised you, I will be releasing new videos every Saturday at 8 a.m. or 8 p.m. every Saturday. So if this is your first time on this channel, kindly hit the subscribe button. Okay, so a quick one. So I gave a trade call on pounds GBP, pounds JPY rather, on my mentorship page, actually analyzed by one of my mentee. I shared the video on and then some of the setups on my Instagram channel. So I just want to show you how we did it, how we smashed that pair with crazy risk to reward ratio, how we smashed that pair with crazy risk to reward ratio. The risk to reward ratio was 1:10. This literally means that when you risk $1, you are aiming of getting, let's say, $10. If you risk $10, then you should be hitting $100. If you risk $100, then your target should be $1,000. If you risk $1,000, you should be targeting $10,000. So that is what we did on this pair. That was today. Yeah, so I just want you to learn from how we smash it. Maybe it can also increase your knowledge in the business. Okay, so usually I use three things. After my analysis, I usually consider three things before I enter into the market. The first thing is the trend of the market. Like I always say, the trend is always your friend. The trend is always your friend. So if you are here, you don't know how to identify a trending market or a ranging market, you need to go back to my previous video or click the link under this video description. I'm going to drop that video link on there so you can watch it. So the first thing I check is the trend. The trend is always our friend. So with this pair, the main trend was, let me zoom on to the bigger time frame for us to see the trend. So the trend here was an uptrend. As you can see, it's an obvious uptrend, creating a whole lot of higher highs and then higher lows. So this is an obvious uptrend. So with uptrend, there is no way I will ever sell this pair, because it is an uptrend. I always want to follow the trend. So the first indication is the uptrend. So we can zoom on to maybe, let's say, 1 hour to identify our second thing. The second thing we usually want to consider is the how to identify supply or demand zone. How to identify supply or demand zone. So I usually teach that on my private class, but I promise to drop a video on how to identify a high probability demand and supply zone. Not just any demand and supply zone, but powerful demand and supply zone. So this is one we just identify after this huge moves from the bank. So we identify that, and then the last thing is the risk to reward ratio. I hope you understand. The last thing is the risk to reward ratio. So after identifying your trend, you identify a very powerful, underline that word, powerful demand or supply zone. Then because the trend is an uptrend, then we should be identifying what? A demand zone, such that anytime market hit the demand zone, we should be expecting what? A reversal. Before you enter into the market, the next thing to check is the risk to reward ratio. So watch out as I walk you through this analysis. So let me do a replay of this video so we can just watch how I did it. So this was an obvious uptrend. As we said earlier, it was an obvious uptrend. So there was a huge move here from the bank, creating a level of what? Demand zone here. So this movement break through a structure around here. Let me see. As you can see, there was a clear breakout of what? structured by this movement. So we created what our demand zone around that area. So the next thing we're gonna do is to calculate the risk to reward ratio on this trade in case we are taking a trade here. So let's say this is a long position. Let's say this is a long position. Your target should be at the nearest what demand zone or supply zone, and your risk should be what below what the distal line. So that is it. So as you can see, the risk to reward ratio is almost about, or it was 1:10.6. So you can actually reduce it to exactly 1:10. So you'll be at the safer side. So this is exactly 1:10 what risk to reward ratio on this powerful what setup. So we have other confluence we usually consider. Maybe I can also consider the fib levels where this market is probably likely to what to reverse. So let me take the Fibonacci retracement, assuming I'm taking this low of the market to this high, as you can see. Okay, so to this high. So as you can see, the zone for around the 0.768 Fibonacci level. So that makes it what a golden zone. You see, so this is an added confluence. Let me see if I can have additional confluence to make our trade valid. Let's move to the H4. Just want to see the bigger picture of the market. See, so this is the H4. Okay, so I can see a trend line around here. This was an old trend line. Market 1, 2. So let's extend this trend line to that zone. So literally the trend line also match up with that zone. So the trend line also match up with that zone. So as you can see, that trend line also is within that zone. So another confluence, right? So let's switch back to our 1 hour time frame. So we have about 5 different confluence. The trend has confirmed the trade. We have a powerful what demand zone, right? We have a powerful demand zone, and now we can enter to the market with a risk reward ratio of what 1:3. So let me play the video for you to see. See how market took our order. So we have covered almost about 1:8 risk to reward ratio. So market is still trending up. I'm hopeful that this market is gonna hit this area before dropping. Over here, I have already communicated on my channel that because of this area, they can close about 80% of their profit. So whilst awaiting for the TP here, that is 1:10 risk to reward ratio. This is so crazy, guys. Yeah, so we also smash gold quickly. Let me chip onto gold. USD on gold, right? We also smash gold today. Let me also see if I can share that knowledge with you again. Very crazy risk to reward ratio. Trust me, guys. The same concept here. Let me switch on to the H4. Same concept, guys. This is an obvious what? Uptrend, right? This is an obvious uptrend market. So any opportunity you want to take into the market should be to the upside. For now, I'm not selling gold. I only buy gold until I see a clear break in structure before I'll be thinking of selling what? Gold. So this was very nice one. Let's zoom on to the H1. Okay, so this is the H1 time frame. We identify our trend. The trend is a very nice trend. So the next thing is to identify a very powerful what? Demand or supply what? Zone. So over here, I think there is a very nice one here. You could just identify within a twinkle of an eye. Good. So this is a nice demand zone. So over here we can check our what? Risk to reward ratio. Risk to reward ratio is about, so we are targeting here. Let's see, targeting here. This is our stop loss. The risk to reward ratio is about 1:8.6. So 1:8.6. So trend is there. Let me see if there is other confluence that we can match up with this. Let me zoom on to H4. Saying this. Oh my god, nice trend line. Okay, so let me use this rather. Sorry guys. Trend line. So you see another confluence there. Trend line. So you see another confluence there. Was what? Trend line. So we have about 3 different confluence now. We can also what? Check on the Fibonacci here. So these are just few of my confluence. I'm just trying to share it to you guys. So this also falls around the 0.618 Fibonacci level. So that makes it what? A golden zone. So with your risk reward ratio, this is about 1:8.64. That is probably 1:9. So if risking $1, you should be expecting $9 when you hit your take profit. And this trade has already hit the take profit. So guys, so this is literally how we smash pounds JPY and then gold on our mentorship page. All this analysis were actually shared for free by my student. So this was a guy I trained last month. He gave the analysis on gold, right? Golden zone 0.9. So let me see. The same guy gave analysis on GBPJPY. Okay. So after we took the analysis on the gold, right? Sorry guys. So this is okay. So this was the analysis on JJ. Someone shared it on the page. About 3 or 4 people shared this same analysis on the page. Yep. And almost everyone literally made money from that setup. See, sniper entry. Sniper entry. This was good. Sniper entry, sniper entry, sniper entry. Sniper on gold. This was pound USD. Sniper on JJ. Sniper. So that is how we smashed that pair on the mentorship. So this is just actually a preview of that. So thank you guys. If this is your first time, kindly hit the subscribe button. Like I promise you, I'm going to be sharing amazing stuff every first Saturday. Every Saturday at exactly 8 a.m. I will be sharing a new video on how I analyze the market, so you can learn it bit by bit. But if you really want to take the whole course, like if you really want to analyze the market like my students do, you can join our academy. Just hit me up on Instagram, or I'll drop the link to my Instagram channel. Just follow the link and then hit me up. I'll take you through. We actually provide an online lesson and then one-on-one session at our main office in Tema Committee 4 here in Ghana. If you are a foreigner, you can just take advantage of our online lesson, which I'm going to infuse you with the whole concept of the bank trading strategy. There's a whole lot. These are just subsets. I'm just trying to make you understand. Maybe you can also take advantage of few things to make money in the market. So thank you very much for your time. Have a good day. Bye bye.